Man, there's just something about being awake for the first time on Rust. I don't know if it's because I'm being blissfully ignorant of the salt soon to come, or because I'm being too optimistic of my run. Either way, there's just no feeling like it. When I first started playing Rust in 2014, it was a pretty simple game. There wasn't much to do, but everything it had was really fun. Looting was very simple, with just running to town and opening crates. Gunfights were really hard, but the recoil was much more realistic, and the building was almost nothing other than make it as massive base as possible, so we ended up with a lot of carpet bases like these. I played with my brother since he introduced me to the game. It was only natural I'd be his duos partner. And so we spawned where everyone else did back then, right in the middle of the woods. And after getting jumped by a few wolves, we set up an impenetrable 1x1. A little later we found a gun crate outside of a rat town, and went back to go kill those wolves. We later joined a PvP server so we could practice our aim and have some fun 1v1s. Then one day admin showed me a hacker he banned and gave me all the loot. So we did the only reasonable thing and became an admin on the server. And eventually we got pretty good at the game, even starting throwing the most strong players. But in reality we were like a crab pinching a human, nothing more than a nuisance. That's when I found out Rust is a really fun game to start playing. Even though I wasn't really good at the PvP aspect, it was a lot of fun to just mess around and meet some new people. Rust had become some crazy adventure. Every wipe, we'd meet a lot of new people, make a lot of new friends, and have some crazy battles with the people next door. Even though it was a constant loop, Rust never got boring. And I do have to mention that, because it never did. Even better, Rust was having its major update. It being the first update to have such a massive change, we were really excited to play it. One of the biggest changes wasn't the new teas, which are actually pretty bad. Wait, 50% orgasm? But the base building. The times when you see a massive cube are gone. Now we saw all sorts of shapes like beehives, cubes, and still cubes. Wait, everybody's trash at building. So yeah, a lot of YouTube videos like this started popping up, which would attract like thousands of viewers. Back then, building videos were popular, but I wasn't really interested in min-maxing my gameplay. I was just interested in having fun. Like this video that popped up that really exceeded a lot of the building videos.
My name is Hanate. I'm from Australia. Am I the only slave?
No, there's, well, currently in the run, yeah, you are.
What are the two rules?
Alright, I'm back.
Two rules is, always please the master and never disappoint the master.
I think this video was the predecessor to a lot of the narrative type videos today. It was just very funny at all times, and there wasn't really much downtime.
All nearby.
So Tesla is literally just guiding us to trees. He's like the tour guide of slaves. On your left, we can see some trees. Now please, hit down the said trees.
After a couple great wipes, my brother started to get busy. Soon enough, he'd stop playing video games, starting to work and hang out with his friends as he was enjoying his time in high school. While I was in middle school, just putting a small amount of effort to breeze by, having more time than I even knew what to do with. It all happened so quickly though. We started playing Rust as soon as we stopped. I kept trying to play Rust on my own, but up to this point, I hadn't played solo before, so it was a completely different experience to me. Along the way, I tried making some of my own Rust videos. I quickly realized these videos weren't really entertaining, so I decided to stop. But now, I didn't really know what to do. I went searching for games to play on my own, or to join my friends on whatever they were doing at the time. I got into this weird, Korean MMORPG, which I spent a lot of time just socializing. I'd always looked at Rust in my library, always wanted to go back. Seemed like I'd never be playing Rust again. And for the next 2 years, that's kind of how it was. For some reason, one fateful encounter I had brought me back to the game recently. I was just building base and having fun, and then I met these guys at Lighthouse. When I was trying to make videos, I met this guy named Stevie. I was looking for people to record with, and he was perfect. He only just started playing Rust, and it seemed like he was having a lot of fun with it. I never ended up playing with him, but I lingered around to see how he was gonna do. And once he got into his building videos, I kinda stopped. After a couple months of not watching his videos, I saw some narrative videos that were really enjoyable. I watched a couple, and I had a lot of motivation to play Rust one last time. This time, it was gonna be a solo run. I didn't know what I was expecting. Maybe to get some gear, mess around, or meet some new people. I wasn't really sure. I think I just wanted to enjoy the game one more time. It started really slow, however. I wasn't really used to Rust anymore, so I built as far away from everybody. Although having Lighthouse next to me meant I'd meet some new people. It was a fun 2 days, but the wipe was coming soon. The car update was right around the corner. And so, some people I met earlier, I invited them to my base to have a little party. They played instruments really well, and since I built on the beach, I invited nakeds inside. Yo, come on up, come on up. Come on up, man. Although a lot of them thought it was a trap base for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm at 7 HP. I'm just scared of dying.
Bro, I'm not gonna let you die. No, here.
This party wasn't full of guns. It was just a bunch of random people messing around on top of a base. A couple pianists, a rock star, and a pair of comedians.
Do you think you can tell?
Alright, no singing, no singing.
Yeah, I have an hour-long iPhone alarm for door campers. It's amazing. Would you like a sample of it?
No,
Here,
but I'd love
here's
it.
a quick
No,
sample.
I don't.
That's all I'll give you. But I mean, it's...
We all had our own reasons for being here. I mean, this guy was literally getting raided while he joined my party because of a bag timer. I was just trying to find out what to do this wipe. And the piano players were just having fun. Dude, no way, stop. Our special guest Hazmat was our club's bodyguard. This party had nothing crazy going on. It was just a bunch of random people enjoying some downtime together.
Yeah, no, I definitely can't.
Sitting in this corner seat wasn't what I had in mind when I logged onto the server, but it's where I was happy to end it. It was getting late. I went into the base, and I logged off for the night. So, now that I've had my fun, what do I do now? Alright, Minicopter PvP. Well guys, this is the future of Rust. Now, I don't know how many people have played this game mode. The small amount of people that have, hate it. So, how is this the future? I'm being serious when I say this is the future of Rust. I mean, a little while ago, probably last week, I don't know. The coolest Rust plugins were probably Kit PvP. And that was just simply spawning with random loot. This stupid little game mode wasn't even imaginable back then. I mean, there wasn't even helicopters. This game shows the potential in Rust, not just a vanilla survival aspect, but also a modded one too. I think some Rust servers may turn into ones like Minecraft, with all different types of game modes. And if you're coding Rust and want to make a server, this is a really good idea since the market's pretty dry in that area. What I really want to see in some Rust plugins is some stupid challenges, where you could just have fun with the environment of the game. Either way, I kinda just think there's a lot of potential for the future of Rust servers, or even maybe some single player action. I may not have as many hours on Rust as most people. I don't really know how much I have since I didn't always own the game when I played Legacy. And I've always jumped to a ton of different games, trying to see where I could stay. But every time I open Rust, even though there's a lot of cool new stuff, it's never really felt different. Rust has come a long way, from zombies, to animals, to helis, shops, and scientists. The game's always changed, but the focus hasn't. Even though it's had some pretty drastic changes, it really seems like the devs know what they want for this game. And I guess that's why Rust has always felt like a story, being told by you, the player.